At the start of our process for rebuilding a valve bank, this happens to be one that's on a Jacobsen GK4 or even a GK4 Plus. I guess one of the newer styles. But the valve bank, first thing we do is completely and totally disassemble it and clean it, and then we got it set up here on the bench. Basically, you're looking at all the different components laid out here before we start the rebuilding process. Once we get it all put together, assembled correctly, and then we're going to run it through a pressure testing process that basically walks it through the reel motors, wheel motors, all that, to make sure the unit is operating properly before we put it together and send it out. All right, we've finished rebuilding the valve bank, and now we've got it set up on a test station, and we're going to go through kind of a multi-point check. Primarily what you're looking for is the correct flow. We're looking to see if it's leaking, and then making sure that once we pressurize it, there's no real issues. What we're trying to do is simulate the actual use on a mower, and so we put loads on it through different flows and restrictions and so on, as if it had a wheel motor and a reel motor. Now we also, actually on this one, we're actually going to put a reel motor in a wheel motor in line, but actually we can simulate this pretty good. We're also just testing the wheel motor and the reel motor. We're looking to see how it performs under a load. But that's really if we're looking to sell a used wheel motor or used reel motor, we'll test them out. If we can't actually test them out on the machine themselves, so if we get a machine here with a bad engine, we'll test them out here before we send them out to a customer who's looking for a used reel motor, wheel motor. Actually, basically, we're just working the gauges, working the flow to go through a series of tests. Once you get the thing cranked up and running, it takes probably 20-30 minutes to get it up to an operating temperature. We've got an engine set up outside with a pump on it, and it's providing the power source for it. That's basically how he sets up the load. Now he's looking at the directional flows, make sure that everything's turned in the right direction. So basically tested out okay. So again, the main thing is getting it set up to operating temperature and then run through all the processes. Now once we get this thing unhooked and all, we'll get it out painted and have it ready for shipping.